Whenever you come across a question that asks you to express something as a percentage of something, you first need to get the fraction, which you then turn into percentage. But before we can do that, before we can get the fraction, we have to make sure both of them have the same unit. In this question, express 400 gram as a percentage of 2 kilogram. One is in gram and the other one is in kilograms. So we first need to convert 2 kilograms into grams. Let's recall the conversion rate. 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. So 2 kilogram, 2 times 1000 is equal to 2000. Now that both of these are in the same unit, 400 grams and 2000 grams, we can express them as a fraction, 400 over 2000. Now let's turn the fraction into percentage. How can we do that? We either turn the denominator into 100 or you multiply the whole fraction by 100. Let's simplify. Cancel off these two zeros top and bottom. That means you are dividing them by 100. Now we can cancel off 1 0 from the top and 1 0 from the bottom, which means you're dividing them by 10. So we're only left with 40 over 2. 40 over 2 is also the same as 40 divided by 2. Half of 40 is equal to 20. The answer is 20%. Now let's look at a similar question. Express 60 centimeter as a percentage of 1.2 meters. The steps are the same. 60 centimeter and 1.2 meter, they are in different units. So we need to first convert 1.2 meter into centimeters. Now let's recall the conversion rate. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. From 1 meter to 100 centimeter, the multiplier is 100. 1.2 times 100 is equal to, you just need to move the decimal point 2 steps to the right because number gets bigger when you multiply. So the answer is 120 centimeter. Now we have both 60 centimeter and 120 centimeter in the same unit. Let's get the fraction, 60 over 120. Now let's turn the fraction into percentage by multiplying the whole fraction by 100. Let's cancel off the two zeros top and bottom, which means you're dividing 120 and 100 by 10. Now let's simplify further. 12 and 10, they are divisible by 2. So let's divide 12 by 2, which gives you 6, and 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. 60 and 6 are divisible by 6. So 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1, and 60 divided by 6 is equal to 10. 10 times 5 is equal to 50. The answer is 50%. Let's look at the next question. Express 72 minutes as a percentage of 2 hours. 72 minutes and 2 hours, they're in different units. So let's first convert 2 hours into minutes. Let's recall the conversion rate between hour and minute. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So from 1 to 60, the multiplier is 60. So to convert 2 hours to minute, 2 times 60 is equal to 120 minutes. So 2 hours is equal to 120 minutes. Now that both 72 minutes and 120 minutes are in the same unit, let's express them as fraction first. 72 over 120. To turn this fraction into percentage, let's multiply the whole thing by 100. First, let's cancel off the zeros top and bottom. That means you're dividing 120 and 100 by 10. Next, 12 and 72, they are divisible by 2. 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6, and 72 divided by 2 is equal to 36. Next, we can see that 6 and 36, they can be found in the same timetable. They are divisible by 6. 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1, and 36 divided by 6 is equal to 6. After simplifying, we're only left with 6 over 1 times 10, which is equal to 60%. The answer is 60%. Let's look at the next question. Express 6 months as a percentage of 2 years. 6 months and 2 years, they are in different units. So we first need to convert 2 years into months. Let's recall the conversion rate for years to months. 1 year is equal to 12 months. The multiplier when you go from 1 to 12 is times 12. So 2 times 12 is equal to 24. So 2 years is equal to 24 months. Now that both 6 months and 24 months are in the same unit, we can express them as a fraction, 6 over 24. To turn fraction into percentage, you either turn the denominator into 100 or you multiply the whole fraction by 100. 6 and 24 can be found in the same timetable, timetable 6. So they are both divisible by 6. Let's simplify them. 24 divided by 6 is equal to 4 and 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1. Now let's simplify further. 4 and 100 can be found in timetable 4. 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1 and 100 divided by 4 is equal to 25. After simplifying, we're only left with 1 over 1 times 25. So 1 times 25 is equal to 25. The answer is 25%. Let's look at the next question. Express 750 grams as a percentage of 3 kilograms. These are both in different units. One is in grams and the other one is in kilograms. So let's convert 3 kilograms into grams. Let's recall the conversion rate between kilograms and grams. 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. The multiplier from 1 to 1000 is times 1000. So 3 times by the same multiplier times 1000 is equal to 3000. So 3 kilograms is equal to 3000 grams. Now that 750 grams and 3000 grams are in the same unit, let's first express them as a fraction, 750 over 3000. To turn this fraction into percentage, you multiply the whole fraction by 100. Let's cancel off the two zeros from 3000 and 100. That means you're dividing them by 100. Next, let's cancel off 1 0 from 750 and 30, dividing it by 10. So now the fraction is only left with 75 over 3. 75 over 3 is the same as 75 divided by 3. 75 divided by 3 is equal to 25. So the answer is 25%. Let's move on to the next question. Express 48 minutes as a percentage of 1 hour. 48 minutes and 1 hour, they are in different units. So let's first convert 1 hour into minute. Now let's recall the conversion rate between hour and minute. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Now 48 minutes and 60 minutes are both in the same unit. Let's express them as a fraction, 48 over 60. Let's turn 48 over 60 into percentage by multiplying the whole fraction by 100. Let's cancel off 1 0 from 60 and 1 0 from 100. That means you're dividing them by 10. 6 and 48 can be found in the same timetable, timetable 6. So let's divide them by 6. 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1 and 48 divided by 6 is equal to 8. Now the fraction is only left with 8 over 1 times 10. 8 times 10 is equal to 80. So the answer is 80%. Moving on to the next question. Express 6 months as a percentage of 2 years. 6 months and 2 years, they are in different units. So let's first convert 2 years into months. Now let's recall the conversion rate between years and months. 1 year is equal to 12 months. So from 1 to 12, the multiplier is 12. So 2 years, you multiply by the same multiplier, you'll get 24 months. 2 years is equal to 24 months. Now that both 6 months and 24 months are in the same unit, let's express them as fraction, 6 over 24. Now let's multiply the whole fraction by 100 to turn them into percentage. 6 and 24 can be simplified by dividing them by 6. 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1 and 24 divided by 6 is equal to 4. Now my fraction is only left with 1 over 4 times 100, which gives 100 over 4, which is also the same as 100 divided by 4. 100 divided by 4 is equal to 25. The answer is 25%. Express 30 minutes as a percentage of 2 hours. 30 minutes and 2 hours, they're in different units. So let's first convert 2 hours into minutes. Now let's recall the conversion rate between hours and minute. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. From 1 to 60, the multiplier is 60. So 2 times the same multiplier times 60 is equal to 120. 2 hours is equal to 120 minutes. Now that both 30 minutes and 120 minutes are in the same unit, let's first express them as a fraction, 30 over 120. Let's multiply the whole fraction by 100 to turn it into percentage. Cancel 1 0 from 120 and 1 0 from 100, which means you're dividing them by 10. 12 and 30 are both even numbers. They can be divided by 2. So 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6 and 30 divided by 2 is equal to 15. Let's simplify further. 6 and 15 can be found in timetable 3. 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2 and 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. 2 and 10 can be found in timetable 2. 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1 and 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. So my fraction is now only left with 5 over 1 times 5. 5 times 5 is equal to 25. The answer is 25%. Let's go to the next question. Express 90 centimeter as a percentage of 1.2 meters. 90 centimeters and 1.2 meters, they're in different units. So let's first convert 1.2 meters into centimeter. Let's recall the conversion rate between meter and centimeter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. From 1 to 100, the multiplier is times 100. So 1.2 times 100, you just need to move the decimal point 2 steps to the right. 1.2 meters is equal to 120 centimeters. Now that both 90 centimeters and 120 centimeters are in the same unit, let's first express them as a fraction, 90 over 120. Let's multiply the whole fraction by 100 to turn it into percentage. Cancel off 1 0 from 120 and 1 0 from 100. You're dividing them by 10. 12 and 90 can be found in timetable 3. 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4 and 90 divided by 3 is equal to 30. 4 and 30, they're both even numbers. They can be divided by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2 and 30 divided by 2 is equal to 15. Let's simplify further. 2 and 10 can be found in timetable 2. So 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1 and 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. So my fraction is only left with 15 over 1 times 5, which is also the same as 15 times 5, which is equal to 75%. So my answer is 75%. On to the last question. Express 130 centimeters as a percentage of 2 meters. 130 centimeters and 2 meters, they're in different units. So let's first convert 2 meters into centimeter. Let's recall the conversion rate. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. From 1 to 100, the multiplier is 100. So 2 times 100 is 200. 2 meters is equal to 200 centimeters. Now that both 130 centimeters and 200 centimeters are in the same unit, let's express them as a fraction, 130 over 200. Now let's multiply the whole thing by 100 to turn it into percentage. Cancel off 2 zeros from 200 and 2 zeros from 100. That means you're dividing them by 100. 2 and 130, they're both even numbers. They can be found in timetable 2. So 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1 and half of 130 is equal to 65. My fraction is now only left with 65 over 1 times 1, which is equal to 65%. So my answer is 65%.